Kanye West, the renowned rapper and fashion designer known for his groundbreaking contributions to music and culture, found himself entangled in a complex legal dispute involving a luxurious property he once owned in Malibu. This saga began when West hired Tony Saxon as a project manager to oversee renovations and developments on the mansion. Saxon, who took on the role with expectations of fair compensation and proper working conditions, later claimed that his experience working for West was far from ideal. According to the details of the conflict, Saxon accused West of several serious infractions, including violations of labor laws that protect workers from unsafe or unfair practices, failure to pay for services rendered in a timely and complete manner, and discrimination based on disability, which could encompass a range of issues from inaccessible work environments to unfair treatment due to health-related concerns. The Malibu mansion itself was no ordinary home. It represented a significant investment for West, symbolizing his taste for opulent and unique architectural designs. Purchased at a premium price, the property was intended to be a personal retreat, perhaps a space for creativity and relaxation away from the bustling urban life. However, the relationship between West and Saxon soured, leading to Saxon's decision to file a lawsuit in 2023. This initial legal action set the stage for a back-and-forth that would involve not just the two parties but also additional legal entities, highlighting how disputes in high-profile real estate can escalate quickly. In response to Saxon's claims, West did not remain passive. Instead, he initiated a counter-lawsuit, aiming to challenge what he perceived as unjust actions taken by his former employee. Central to West's complaint was the allegation that Saxon had improperly placed a lien on the property. A lien, in legal terms, is a claim against a property that secures payment of a debt or obligation. In this case, it was a mechanic's lien, which is specifically designed to protect contractors, laborers, and suppliers who have contributed to improving a property but have not been paid. By placing this lien, Saxon effectively created a cloud over the title of the mansion, making it difficult for West to sell or refinance the property without first resolving the dispute. West's lawsuit, filed in the Los Angeles Superior Court, went beyond just addressing Saxon's actions. It also targeted the West Coast Trial Lawyers, the firm that had represented Saxon in his original suit. This move added another layer to the conflict, suggesting that West believed the legal representation had overstepped boundaries or engaged in tactics that were not only aggressive but potentially unethical. The complaint detailed how Saxon, with the support of his lawyers, had allegedly launched what West described as an aggressive publicity campaign. This campaign was purportedly intended to exert pressure on West, discourage potential buyers or financiers from engaging with the property, and force a settlement on claims that were still being contested in court. To illustrate the nature of this publicity, West pointed to a specific statement made by Ronald Zambrano, who was associated with Saxon's legal team. In an interview or public comment, Zambrano reportedly warned that anyone interested in purchasing the Malibu home would have to deal with them first, implying that no sale could proceed without Saxon receiving payment. Such statements, according to West's filing, were crafted to generate public pressure and interfere with his ability to manage or dispose of the property. They falsely suggested that Saxon and his lawyers held a definitive, court-enforced right to block transactions or redirect proceeds from a sale, which West argued was misleading and harmful. Delving deeper into the mechanics of a mechanic's lien, it's important to understand its implications in real estate law. This type of lien arises when someone who has provided labor or materials to improve a property is not compensated. It attaches to the property itself, not just the owner, meaning it can survive changes in ownership if not resolved. In Saxon's case, the lien amounted to a substantial $1.8 million, a figure that reflected his claimed unpaid wages, damages, and other compensations. Placed shortly after West put the mansion on the market, the lien acted as a barrier, preventing a clean title transfer. If unresolved, it could even lead to a foreclosure sale, where the property is auctioned off to satisfy the debt, a scenario that would be particularly disastrous for a high-value asset like this. West's legal team emphasized that the lien was invalid from the start, arguing that the claims were disputed and should not have been used to encumber the property prematurely. The publicity surrounding the lien was seen as an extension of this invalid action, designed to amplify the pressure on West. By going public with threats about blocking sales, Saxon's side was accused of attempting to chill the market for the mansion, making it less attractive to buyers who might fear ongoing legal entanglements. The court proceedings unfolded with a ruling that favored West. The Los Angeles Superior Court decided in his favor, not only invalidating and removing the lien but also awarding him attorney's fees. This outcome was a significant victory for West, as it cleared the path for him to proceed with his plans for the property. Attorneys' fees awards are not always granted, but when they are, it often indicates that the court viewed the opposing party's actions as unwarranted or frivolous, providing some reimbursement for the legal costs incurred. Reflecting on the broader context, West's acquisition of the Malibu mansion in 2021 was part of his expansive real estate portfolio, which has included properties in various locations, often tied to his personal and professional life. The purchase price was a staggering $57.3 million, underscoring the exclusivity and desirability of the location. Malibu, with its stunning ocean views, celebrity residence, and luxurious lifestyle, has long been a magnet for the elite. However, West's vision for the property involved extensive renovations, which is where Saxon came in. The project manager's role would have included coordinating contractors, overseeing timelines, and ensuring the work met West's specifications, which are known to be innovative and sometimes unconventional. Unfortunately, the collaboration didn't pan out as hoped. Saxon's lawsuit painted a picture of a challenging work environment, with allegations that could point to broader issues in how high-profile figures manage their personal projects. Labor violations might include failures to adhere to safety standards, overtime payments, or proper breaks, while non-payment speaks to financial disputes over invoices and agreements. Disability discrimination adds a sensitive layer, potentially involving accommodations for health conditions that were not provided.